Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. It's about that time of year that you need to go through and cover your tomatoes at night. Now, we're worried about frost, but more than that, we'd like them to stay until probably the end of this week. So this week, our low is going to be in the 40s, our highs are going to be in the 80s. But you know, once you hit 41 degrees, a bunch of scientists found out the answer to why tomatoes lose their flavor when they get cold. And it goes back to like the same reason why firefly petunias stop glowing. It's methylation. It's turning those genes off. And some of those genes are what really provides the aromatics and the good flavor in the tomatoes. And when those get turned off at 41 degrees, your tomatoes get bland. So I've waited till the sun has hit these tomatoes. It's time to go ahead and uncover them. And here's a helpful hint. If you have a square flower bed and you've got old fitted sheets, they like snug up to the flower bed. It's perfect. And this is kind of a flannel sheet, so this is gonna work great. That one had our basil in it. We didn't want that to get harmed. Our poor green beans that the snails found. And then we've got more tomatoes. Here we go. They look all right. So I was going to go ahead and, do a full tent over the tomatoes, but Mrs. Ag Teacher Thoughts was like, well, it's only going to be a week, so don't worry about doing a little heated greenhouse for them. We'll worry about that next year. So that's what we'll do, is next year we're going to put a tiny little greenhouse over our tomatoes. We're going to heat it, and then that means we can actually plant our tomatoes earlier and get even a longer season. Now, we are going to plant them in the other greenhouse, but it means they'll be warmer when they're in the flower bed itself. And yes, I am aware about the video of peppers being perennials. A lot of plants are perennials that we consider annuals. There's another batch of tomatoes. Yeah, there's a pepper reddening up there. I think those are jalapenos. The tomatoes have a ways to go. That one's picking up color down there. And our last one up here. Kind of a sprawly one. That looks like that's a Roma. Hi, Raffy. Hey, kitty. So anyway, that's an idea for you. Make sure you get those tomatoes covered. It'll help protect them from frost. And if we're going to dip below 41, go ahead and do your final winter harvest on those. You can go ahead and chop the vines off right at ground level. Take a string tied onto that and then hang them in the garage or in your house. And on those vines, as they start to dry up, those tomatoes will ripen. I know we've harvested ripe tomatoes off of vines drying in the kitchen. I think mid-November we were still doing that. Even though it was like ice and snow outside, we still had some fresh tomatoes. So we'll try to do some other tips and tricks for tomatoes for next year. But yeah, if you haven't done it yet, it's time to cover them tomatoes. I spy a ripe one down there. Can you see it? He's right down in there. Anyway, I hope you subscribe. I hope you consider membership. But most of all, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.